Ba weep, grana weep, bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today there is a huge amount of Transformers news to get to, but first we're going to check a look in at HeroQuest. So Zargon over on Twitter, who is the evil wizard in the world of HeroQuest, shared this from Avalon Hill Games, showing that number 1, the game exists, number 2, it's in a warehouse, but number 3, still no release date, but at least it does mean it's coming soon. Just give us a date, Hasbro. Give us a date.
And now the news, don't touch that dial.
Toys R Us is making a comeback in the UK, so after really good sales in both Canada and Australia, they're going to make their way back to the UK, which is pretty damn cool. Nice. If you like the Cybertronic spree and you like decent artwork, then this is now available. This is pretty damn cool. This artwork was done by Matt Ferguson for the Cybertronic spree, and this is available now. Absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. This shadowy figure was released online, which means that we're actually going to get a KO take on Devastator from the Bayverse. If you're into that, that's pretty cool. Sometimes when they do these KOs, they oversize them as well, and this could be a good thing for your collection if you're into your Bayverse. Next up, we're taking a dip into Fans Hobby, and Fans Hobby are getting to release their full set, actually, of the Fire Guts take on Power Baser, or Jinrai, or Power Master Optimus Prime. So this is everything. Usually they did these in like 2-3 different sets, but now you just buy it as one. You buy everything together in the Fire Guts color. I really like the way that this looks. I hate the way that everything combines, but I'm tempted. I have to say I am tempted because everything comes in one set. So I am tempted by this, and I didn't think I'd ever be tempted by a Power Base set ever again. If you like Beast Wars and you like Transmetal Beast Wars to be exact, then Future Toys MP have got the blackarachnia for you. This actually looks really, really cool. It's also done, I think it's in collaboration, or this could be just another name for Future Toys, which is Cup Noodle House Products. What a name. What a name. And this is going to be called the Super Warrior MP. So this is a third-party MP take on Transmetal blackarachnia, and it looks nice. It looks really, really cool. Obviously, we have to see what it looks like once everything has been painted up, but certainly, just from a sheer aesthetic and modeling version of this looks fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. Not for my collection, but hey, yeah, nice. If you've been waiting on New Age's take on Ultra Magnus, then it's getting ready to ship for you right now. So you just have to sit back, relax, and wait for him to appear on your doors. I think he's not sold out in a lot of places as well, so yeah, worth a pickup. Definitely looks awesome, this figure. Zeta are continuing their release of their take on Superion, but this is the teeny tiny legend scale version of their take on Superion. Shozi have got 3 more of them now up for pre-order. They do all look pretty nice. I've not started to collect these or pick them up for my collection, but they do look pretty nice. Let me know down in the comments if you picked any of these up. Are they worth picking up? I have heard kind of mixed reviews on them, if I'm honest. Cangtoys haven't finished off the current project that they have, but their next project looks super interesting as well. Looks like they're going to take a dip into the world of the dinobots. So that will be extremely interesting. And speaking of their current project, this is the full combiner. I don't think we've seen the full combiner head to toe before. We've seen a few different looks at the top or a look at the bottom, but I don't think we've seen the full thing on display. And to me, this looks alright. I know people are hating on it because it's not G1-esque, it's their take. It's got a monkey in it as well, and people don't like that at all. But I think it looks alright. Their take on Headstrong looks really, really good. I actually like the kind of Zoid aesthetic that they have with some of these figures. And yeah, I'm super excited to see it when it's all finished. I do keep thinking about, am I going to dip my toe in it? But yeah, a lot of stuff to collect at the moment. Oculomax must be getting ready to ship their first one of their Protectobots. So this is a closer look at First Aid. Looking awesome. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Hopefully not all of this is sticker detailing. I really hope that this is all kind of painted on when I get the figure. These are the protect the bots that I'm going for. These are the bots I'm looking for, and I can't wait. I'm super excited for this. It looks great. I just hope there's no stickers. They also showed off few more pictures of their take on skylynx, which again is looking amazing. I have to check the size on this dude, to be honest, because he does look great, but if he's smaller than the take that Hasbro released, I don't see a point of him being in my collection. Also, I do think he looks great when he's in the alt modes, but the spaceship mode looks a bit plain. I think the Hasbro one actually looks a little bit superior there, and it's not often I can say that about a Hasbro anything, which is very interesting to me. Well done, Hasbro, I guess. Then we also got a look at their G2 take on Bruticus. Now, I really like this take on Bruticus, but the one thing that stops me from picking this up is the way that Blastoff sits on the arm. I don't like that way that Blastoff sits. I want Blastoff to face the other way, so that the ship side, the rounded side, is actually on the outside, not on the inside. So that's what really puts me off actually buying this as a combiner. It's what put me off buying the original spec, and it's what put me off buying this awesome crazy looking set, because these are the kind of things that I put into my collection. You know, I do like the G1 aesthetic. I like the way that looks, but if give me a crazy paint job and make it look slightly different, then it makes me want it all the more, especially this Blastoff, and almost more importantly as well, this tank here as well. So their take on Brawl here with so much Megatron G2 likeness as well. It's just absolutely awesome. Purple, green, bright, shocking 90s day glow colors. Yes, get it in me. I absolutely adore this tank. This tank is one of the things that made me want it even more. And then when we go on to Vortex, I do think that Vortex is absolutely incredible as well. I love the paint job on this dude. This kind of really kind of a lighter purple, and then I don't know, it's like a blue, like a really darkish blue violet, I guess is the color on this, but looks awesome. And I like the way that this sits on the arm as well, with the rotor blade on the outside. Like I say, it's just Vortex that puts me off the combiner mode here. Of course, we have Onslaught here, and Onslaught is yellow and purple. Dude is rocking that drip all day long, looking awesome in these colors. Reminds me very much, if you're in the UK, of a fruit salad. I like it. Fruit salad colored, well, Onslaught all day long. I will take that. He looks fantastic in both modes here. Well, all three modes. I don't know what it is. I know people will be like, these are horrible. G2, Dayglow 90s. Come on, it's something a little different. I absolutely think this is spot on. Look at that. That is incredible. Is there a way to flip Vortex's arm? People who already have this set, let me know, because as I'm talking about this, I'm really starting to talk myself into buying this and seeing if there's a way to swap the arm around. Swindle is actually the only one that I don't like the color scheme on, which is bizarre. He does come with a couple of different heats, one where he's grinning and one where he's a super sad Swindle. Super sad Swindle didn't sell his arms today, so he didn't make his pay. Oh, poor Swindle. But I don't know what it is. The color on this one doesn't look as great. I think that's because I really like the color of the original Swindle as well. So I wish he had a slightly different color scheme. Maybe if they'd swapped the color scheme, this red one would have been Onslaught and he would have had the original. But we can see next to their counterparts from the original set that obviously it's the same molding. It's just a little bit different when it comes to the colorization here. And I think, yeah, I wish I could be all over it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, is there a way to switch Vortex's arm around or not? Okay, strap in. XTB yet again have been releasing colorway after colorway after colorway of these figures that I'm not sure how well they're going to sell, because I don't think they are that well known as normal figures, so I guess as normal characters even, so I think that this is why they're dropping every colorway under the sun. I do really like this yellow colorway, but most of all what I like is this kind of racing aesthetic that they've gone with a lot of them now, where they're adding in all of these really cool looking rally type sponsors and colorways and decals, and I think that these look absolutely awesome. Also on this dude, loving those gold wheels on this one. So this is the MX-24R Yaguchi racer type, so it looks awesome. Absolutely, I like Dunlop instead. I like the way that they've just changed the sponsors' names enough so that there's no copyright infringement. That Dunlop is absolutely spot on, and there's some really hilarious ones as well as they go through. So this is also another take on what we saw the yellow one before. This is Firo Avanti Thompson Racer, and again, absolutely awesome. The racing decals looking spot on here, just absolutely gorgeous. And if I do pick up any of these, it's gonna be some of these racer ones, because yeah, you know, I'm not too into these characters in general, but I do think that from having them this racing aesthetic and looking like this, it's absolutely awesome. Mitch L in and Shall instead of Shell, absolutely epic. I don't know how they get away with using that Shell logo there though, but I guess if they put the word shall underneath it, maybe that just sorts them out. This one here is slightly different because they are giving this one a different heat. So this one is the Collins Diamond Ver MX-25D, and it looks all right. It's pretty green. I don't know what this is a callback to, so maybe you can let me know down in the comments. But they are doing another take on it as well, which is another racing version here, and this one is the MX-25RR Mieda's Rainbow Racer. Now this is cool. This is pretty cool. When I first saw this one, I was like, oh yeah. The decals on this one, hella. I'm not sure. What's that covering for? Let me know down in the comments which one that's covering for. These look great. And while we're talking about racers, of course you couldn't leave Dragstrip out, and their take on Dragstrip here has some of the best decals going. This is that classic what should be elf racing there, and the yellow and the blue looks great. Now this has changed its name to Elt, I guess sort of Elton John maybe, I'm not sure, but hands down, and you know, I do give XTB a bit of a hard time sometimes, but this figure from the original run of the Stunticons, this was my favourite figure in my collection for an awful long time, and this does look gorgeous, so can definitely recommend picking that one up because it's just gorgeous, and this is a beautiful take on that. We also get this yellow dude as well, with his amazing decals with the SO spelt with 3 S's. So. And it's a number 26. Again, this one looks absolutely gorgeous and probably is my favourite out of all of the ones of this mould. Speaking of XTB, I did actually get my hands and released my review yesterday on Locke. So Locke is available now. If you did buy it for the first time, then you have the opportunity to contact the person you got it off at the same time. Just a couple of points on my review that I did. A lot of people are talking about the size difference between the old version and the new version. There is no size difference between the old version and the new version. As you can see, the legs on mine are sunk in because the tabs no longer work in its legs because the first one is a broken piece of crap. The other element that I just wanted to bring up was actually kind of a mistake on my part, but it didn't really call it out that much in the destructions. But what I said was that the back piece here was a little bit loose. Now the reason that it's a little bit loose during my review is because I forgot to tab in 2 tabs. Again, it's not clear in the destructions, but there is on that piece that I'm fiddling with, there's 2 plastic pieces that actually come out, and then you need to tab them in underneath the pieces of the flatbed, and then it will tab in correctly. trying to get them in was a little bit of a challenge. I've literally just tested that before I've done the video. It does hold together a little bit better, so full marks to it there, because I had to use the accessory to kind of tab it all in. But yeah, that problem with the head, and why I had to remove the head during the review, that hasn't really changed. I found nobody's said anything about a way to fix that. Overall, like I say in the review, it's okay. Definitely more impressed with the alt mode than the bot mode, but XTB may have redeemed themselves a little bit, maybe enough for me to pick up this bad boy, and this bad boy is going to be available very, very soon. He looks absolutely outstanding. This is their take on Ultra Magnus. We did see it a while ago, but now we get to see it in all its glory. What an absolute beaut this is. XTB really putting themselves on show this week. This is going to be battery operated, it's going to have flashy lights, all kinds of things. Highly posable, just gorgeous, just a beautiful bot. TFC have been out at the shows recently as well, showing off their take on Tyrant. So this is their STCO2 Tyrant, and again this one has multiple kind of G.I. Joe inspired different things you can do with the alt mode. Looks good. I'm not too keen for some reason though on the paint job that they did on this, which really put me off from buying the figure, but something that I am super keen on, especially with these new colorways, is Tactical Commander Optimus Prime. I really have been looking for a reason to pick this dude up, and both these new desert and kind of, I guess, snow camo, yeah, I'm all in. I'm finally gonna dip my toe in. I just need to work out which camo variation I'm gonna go with, because I love both of them. Let me know down in the comments, which one do you think, desert camo or this kind of more snow camo? Both look absolutely outstanding. Oh, it's so hard. It is so hard. Moving over to Planet X, and Planet X have been showing off their take on a metallic Pluto. So Pluto is their kind of War for Cybertron inspired take of Megatron, and they've released this figure. Historically it's been out before, but now they've done a super shiny metallic version of it, and yeah, this looks good. I love metallic looks on my bots, because at the end of the day, that's what they're made of. So this looks super cool. I haven't seen any pre-orders up for this dude just yet, but he does stand at a height of 18 centimeters, so that's about 7.9 inches if you're working in that format. So yeah, he's a pretty big dude, pretty nice looking cannon, and a massive looking sword as well. Really cool. I don't own this dude just yet. Very tempted to grab this dude and put him in my collection. As soon as the pre-orders go up, yeah, I'll probably take a little snifter. Also, IDW showed off a whole load of covers, mainly around Beast Wars. This is an awesome looking Beast Wars cover, harkening back a little bit to the Marvel comic kind of style that they had back in the day, and I think this looks absolutely awesome. How far are they going with Beast Wars? It's been going for a while now. Also, they showed off issue 36 of the Transformers and another variation on the Beast Wars cover. I cover comic books on this channel as well, so if that is something you like, check out. Usually on a Wednesday I drop a review of some of the latest IDW stuff, but I also quite soon I'm going to start dipping into the old school Marvel ones and taking a dip into some of my favorite stories from there, especially the ones that include the Turd. Yes! Hasbro had a kind of after party-ish type thing, I guess, and one of the Transformers Legacy figures that they're releasing, Legacy, are you sure, is the Wrecker that is going to be called Lift Ticket, who was a Diaclone variant. It's okay, but it's nothing new, right? It's just a straight recolor that's now being put in the Legacy. And if you thought Kingdom was finished, oh no, you're wrong. Kingdom is not finished, because this is Kingdom Blaster and Eject, and this looks epic. This looks like one of the best figures that they've released in Kingdom. Saving the best for last, Hasbro. I am super hyped for this. I'm going to be interested for me to see what the similarities are between this figure and the Soundwave that they've been releasing. They've released a couple of versions of it now, so where are the similarities in that? Because they're obviously going to share some engineering, but how much, we will soon find out. But yeah, overall, this looks incredible. This looks like the best blaster that I've seen from Hasbro probably ever. Very, very nice. Definitely going to be putting my pre-order down for this dude. So that is everything from me today on this Super Transformers Saturday. Thank you all very much for your support. We have rushed past that 4K and now we're making our way onto that 4.5K. So as always, if you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!